Hi, I'm Dr. Shark with Shark Holistic Health, and this is our finding series. So the next finding I want to talk about is mold toxicity, and this is a surprisingly common issue that people have. So the first thing to understand is that molds, just what we think of as the common molds that might grow in your house or in your bathroom, produce toxic chemicals. This is well documented. This is not a fringe idea at all. So they produce these toxic chemicals, and some people who have a very well-functioning body, a strong liver, they may get exposed to these toxic chemicals, get them out, and not get particularly ill. Okay. Other people have some kind of compromise in their ability to detoxify these toxins, and they get mold toxicity, which basically means a buildup of these toxic chemicals. Mold toxins in particular are very difficult to get rid of because they actively interfere with your liver function. So in order to remain in your system, they shut down your ability to remove them. That means that a person who gets sick from mold toxicity can be sick for a really long time and can show symptoms as many as decades after the actual exposure. So it's not necessary for you to have current mold in your home in order for you to have current mold toxicity. So we really mostly see this from history. A lot of people know that they've been in a major mold exposure, and when you start looking at the timeline of illness, you'll see a lot of the illness either starting or significantly exacerbating after the time of mold exposure. And so when we see that, we strongly suspect mold toxicity. If you want to test for mold toxicity, there's a couple of options, and they each have their own drawbacks. There's no actual way to see exactly how much mold toxins in your body. There's no direct test. So there's two possibilities. One is a mold toxin urine test. That's looking at the metabolites of mold and mold toxins in the urine. What this directly measures is how much of these metabolites are actually leaving your body. So if you're super sick and not able to detox at all, you might get a false negative on a urine test because you're not excreting. Nothing's coming out, right? If you do find toxins on a urine test, you definitely have them. There's no false positive, right? But there can be false negatives if you're a poor enough excreter to not see it. The number two option for mold testing is an immunological panel, which is a blood test. What this looks at is how is your immune system reacting to toxins, right? So the toxin comes in, the immune system reacts, right? So that gives us a pretty good idea of blood and tissue levels, unless there's something going on with your immune system and it's not reacting properly. So in that case, if you're really immune suppressed, you can get a false negative on that test, right? However, again, if you get a positive on this test, you're certainly positive, right? So either one comes back positive, you're certainly positive. If they come back negative and you have a strong history for mold toxicity and you're showing a lot of the symptoms, then it's still very likely